with breaking news.
Breaking news, Hurricane Ida makes landfall in Louisiana.
Oh my God, go!
The Category 4 storm brings catastrophic winds, ripping off roofs and battering businesses.
Please pray for us. You can send help after this is all over. We would appreciate it.
An entire city now in the dark with rescue efforts just getting underway. Good Day Orlando's live team coverage tracking Ida starts right now. And right now, here is what you need to know. Ida is being blamed for at least one death in Louisiana right now. The storm made landfall on Sunday, 16 years to the day after Hurricane Katrina's landfall. Its 150-mile-per-hour winds tied it for the 5th strongest hurricane to ever hit the mainland. More than 1 million homes and businesses are without power right now. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Danielle Knox.
Yeah, it's a shocking number. I'm Amy Kaufeld. Right now, help is on the way from across the country, including from right here in Central Florida. Good Day Orlando has live team coverage this morning. Fox 35's Matt Trezza is in Orlando with the local team that is on the road right now. First, though, we want to check in with Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner. He is in early this morning to help us with Ida coverage. Hi, Brooks.
Good morning, Amy. Ida, the most powerful hurricane to strike Louisiana, potentially in recorded history, at the very least since the 1850s. Now, back in the 1850s, the records probably weren't as good. The science certainly wasn't. So this is definitely one for the books. Ida most certainly being retired. It slammed southeastern Louisiana as a Category 4, winds over 150 miles per hour in gusts. And the satellite presentation from its peak to its landfall, meteorologically speaking, impressive. But as far as the human toll, absolutely catastrophic. Only one death being reported now. I say only, it's the most horrible way to describe it, but unfortunately a lot of the damage has not yet been assessed because crews are not able to get into those areas currently inundated by storm surge and debris. So stay tuned on that. Winds of 45 miles per hour, rapidly weakening, set to become a depression this afternoon. Its track, though, taking it into the mid-Mississippi River Valley, eventually middle Tennessee, providing even more heavy rain and flooding. That was an area hard hit 8 days ago from flooding. Katrina tracked farther east than Ida. In doing so, that's Lake Pontchartrain. It pushed a really strong north wind into New Orleans, and that helped to weaken those levees. The levees broke. That's why Katrina was so deadly. The flooding causing many to drown. Ida tracked farther west. The winds were out of the south, pushing water away from New Orleans, at least relative to Lake Pontchartrain. Now, this continues working northeastbound into the northeastern states as we head toward the end of this week, and in doing so, bringing flooding rain. But I want to do a comparison between Ida and Katrina. At landfall, Ida was a Cat 4. At landfall, Katrina was a Cat 3. Now, Katrina maxed out at Category 5 status. It was a geographically much larger storm, so it had a lot more storm surge associated with it. Ida had about a 7.5-foot surge, while Katrina maxed out at an 11 to 12-foot surge. So that was significant as well. Now, there was a $14.5 billion with a B dollar levee project between Katrina and now, and so the levees have held with Ida. That is very good news. With Katrina, they broke, and that led to the deaths of 1,800 people across New Orleans, Louisiana, and also in Alabama. So far, you know, that is good news, but we're not out of the woods just yet. All right, coming up, we're going to talk about the rest of the impacts with Ida. Ida is not done yet. It's not a hurricane, but it's far from being over.
All right, Brooks, thank you so much. I know you touched on it a bit, but one of the biggest concerns brought by Ida is the flooding. Take a look at this video you see here behind me. Seawater slamming into a beach house in Grand Isle, Louisiana. One of the main concerns that Brooks mentioned is that levee system. When Hurricane Katrina hit back in 2005, it wasn't just about the storm itself, but it was also about the levees breaking, which put 80% of New Orleans underwater. They have since been rebuilt, but officials in New Orleans say they have extra protections in place in case the water breaches. And this morning, there has already been one levee failure in Alliance. That's about 20 miles southeast of New Orleans. Overnight, the National Weather Service issued this flash flood emergency warning and urged everybody to get to higher ground. Now let's get on over to Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Kristen